Yeah, I mean, it's been honestly a thrill. This is obviously my third summer at the Honkers, so I've been here a while, and I obviously know like the in and outs of the organization and what we're about here. But having the chance to get Petey up here this summer on a full contract, and chance to have Joey come up here at the end after he finished up his playing and down in Florida, it's been an absolute thrill and something that not too many brothers have a chance to say that they can do that. So it's been an absolute blast.
Yeah, to add on that, I've been here since the start of the season in May 29th. I think the start of the season was. I was here with just me as a brother, just by himself, and then I was here with Frank, where there was two of us, and then obviously Joey tagged along for what, a week and a half now. So I mean, all three of those experiences have been different. I've kind of grown up by myself, and I gotten to learn stuff from from these two guys, and it's been pretty great.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. The past 2 weeks getting up here and being able to play, take the field with these guys. It's just been something that's probably been a long time coming over all of our careers for the past 20 years or so. Um, and to finally see it happen and all take the field in the same goal, same game was like a really cool experience. Seeing each other on the lineup card and just traveling around the Northwoods together has been a whole lot of fun.
It's been awesome to see. I mean, like I think I knew like coming in, like we've always like talked about how there's going to be a adjustment period and a learning curve for Petey, but like the chance to play in this league as an incoming freshman, going to a Power Five school, Georgia Tech, like it's been monumental for him and his development, and like it's been a thrill to watch. I mean, like you don't see too many guys that are incoming freshmen with like 8 jacks and like are top of the team in RBIs. Like it's fun to come to the ballpark every day and watch Petey do what he does.
Yeah, it's been really fun to watch him this whole entire summer coming to the Northwoods. Obviously, the game of college baseball is a whole different level, especially playing up here in the Northwoods. It's definitely a good test for him, and going to prepare him well for Georgia Tech going into the fall. Um, I'm sure he's learned a whole lot this summer, and he's going to continue to learn things, which will only help him get better and prepare him for the rest of his career. So we have learned lessons every night, something he's going to learn, and we'll get on him about it. So hopefully he can keep growing and producing at a high level.
Well, it was there was a combination of things I was feeling. I mean, for first of all, just to have all three of them together is a real treat for me. But I was thinking about like how many years they've been playing ball since Petey was 6 and Joey was 8, Frank was 9. Um, and for them to be here, there was a lot of things that had to happen. Some of them weren't so good. Like, I mean, Joe had hip surgery and had a redshirt year. Frank had COVID, and he also had an injury, so he had, 2 basic years during his 4-year experience at Lafayette where he didn't really play. And then, um, so those things had to all happen, and those were kind of, negatives. And then Frank put his GM hat on, and Petey, was down in Atlanta making the sacrifice of, leaving home and going down there and really, ramping up his prep career and getting a lot of notoriety. So all those things together, and of course, my wife and their mom Margie, supporting all this stuff. So I was like, wow, a lot of years, a lot of things happened, but it's a real treat for me. And the three of them seem to be, getting along okay. If you follow them around during the day, there's times when I start to wonder, like, how do they not kill each other? But no, honestly, I'm real proud of all three of them, and they all got the opportunity to go to great institutions, and and that's partly because of the hard work they put in and playing baseball. Because I mean, they're at 3 really great academic schools, and baseball was a big part of them getting a chance to do that.
I love the fact that no matter what's happened in the past or last at bat or last pitch, you can always be able to compete this next pitch and win this one. We have a saying on the team. One of our good buddies and teammates, Matty Thomas, he says, this pitch is the most important pitch of your life because it's the one right now. I think it's just amazing how you can always just you can change the game with one pitch, and anything can change, and it could be for the better or the worse. But if it's for the worst, the next pitch is always way more important. So it's my favorite part.
Yeah, just having the chance to compete with your brothers day in and day out, and not just these brothers, like my teammates both at school and here, like that. We always break it down, family on three. Like you get to go to war with your family every day, and like you form friendships on and off the field, and all friends for life that have all come from baseball, whether that's at school or summer teams in the past. Here, undoubtedly, it's it's a family, and you get to play the game you love with your family. So that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I love what baseball can really do for an individual off the field. The lessons you learn from the game can be invaluable in life and just help you grow as a person and lead you to whatever's next in life and down a great path. So that's the thing. Just the lessons you learn from the game can truly be valuable. That's probably what I love the most about it.
Everything these guys said, but just the fact that the game becomes part of you. It's part of all of us as a family, and it seems like it's always there. Whether it's the winter time and you're working out and getting better, and I'm there helping them or getting them where they need to go, watching them play. It's a great game, and it's a competition. When you're out there on the mound or at the plate, it can help a lot of life lessons and help you not only in that moment but for the rest of your life. So it's a terrific game.
Just getting out here and seeing my brothers, honestly. It was a long 2 months down in Florida, which was a whole lot of fun, June, July. And then I was still thinking about that night I flew in here. Frankie and Petey, there's a game the Honkers played at Mayo, and then right after they picked me up at the airport, and then I remember them just driving back. They're like, we can't believe you're here right now. So just the moment of all three of us coming together and being together, that was probably the best moment for me.
I think for me, it was watching Petey hit that ball in the pool. And it might be your favorite moment, but like, it was like I just got here a couple days prior, and like we were kind of, even before I came out, I was making jokes with like Herbs, like, when's Petey gonna hit a home run? Like, what's and then like, I mean, it was a Sunday game at Mayo, 5:00. Petey comes up in the bottom half of the first, and he just absolutely just turns on one, and like, it was just a matter if it stayed fair. But like when they said that ball was fair, and we saw how far that ball went, and like, oh my goodness, like that was something to watch. So like, honestly, just watching Petey do what he did that day was undoubtedly my favorite moment of the summer.
Yeah, adding on to that, the one game in Minot when I first got here, it was awesome to watch. Frank goes 5 innings, really good pitch game. Petey goes 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a homer. That made me really proud as a brother to see them do that, and kind of made me feel like, all right, it's time for me to contribute a little bit and step up for the Honkers. So still looking to do that, but that was a real cool moment for me.
I've had a couple favorite moments. Obviously, hitting my first home run as a college athlete and getting up to do the celebration with Frank is the most exciting thing possible. I mean, there was also a moment that hit me in Duluth where Frank was on the mound and I was playing first base, and he got a I think it was a comebacker chopper right to him, and he kind of tossed it to me, and I was like, dude, what? Like, I kind of just can't believe that just happened because, I mean, 5 years apart, 6 years apart, it's kind of, you would never think like, oh, I'm gonna be playing first base while my oldest brother's pitching, and when it could be like his last summer and my first summer, it's kind of just it's really cool how it all worked out. And then obviously Joey getting up here, we had a couple off days right after that Bismarck and Minot trip where we just kind of sat at the dinner table at our host family, and we were just like looking around saying there's just no way we're all here right now. It's just amazing, But it's my favorite parts of the summer.
I remember when Petey hit the grand slam, and I was over on the Rochester deck, and he came by, and kind of went like that. That was a cool time. And from my wife's standpoint, Margie, she got to come up here in early June, and Petey was still here by himself, and he really had a great start to the season. And so that those were for us probably our best moments, other than just having all three of these guys and being able to watch them in a game, is cool.